Hi, I'm Not Yet Dead, and welcome back to Riverside Farms. So, it's the next morning, so let's see, where do we get to? So I'm just going to get this going and we'll have a bit of a chat. So, we are down at our next field. I'll just remind us. So, we're about to do field 30, which is a field of millet. I finished off the field of rye. We've still got the straw to pull up, and I also have finished mowing field 33, the grass. So I also, as I said I would do, I've been and got a tedder, a windrower, a loading wagon. I also got myself another tractor. I also got a water container and another trailer. I have been and filled said water container. Doesn't look like we get straw off this, which is fine. I've been and filled the water container. I have also been, and I knew there was a buy point somewhere. In fact, I think there were two, but I happened to spot there's one just over there. So I went for a little drive in the dark, and I've got us a trailer load of silage just to keep us going. And I have also placed another silo, because the silo in the yard here only does your cereal crops. At least I think it does. I couldn't get it to take whatever it was I was trying to put in it, which was probably the silage. So so I placed a smallish silo that will actually take everything, but we'll just use it for the things that won't go in the other one, because it's fun to use the silo that's in the farm, because it's quite a cool design. So the silage in there. We can also put the straw in there, because I was also thinking the silage I wasn't so worried about. I could have left that somewhere. That's not that big a deal. But I was kind of thinking, when it comes to taking all that straw off there, or taking all that what will be hay off there, not having a silo in the yard to put it in would have been a bit annoying. So I put one in. It's fine. Plenty of room in the yard. I think that's about it. But it means we've got water, it means we've got silage, so I just need some straw and some hay. We can feed the cows, we can feed the sheep. Brilliant. So that's all today. We're also going to get this field harvested, so I'm just going to go round, do a good headland, and then or perhaps, we'll have done our little bit, we'll leave a worker to carry on. I haven't sold any crops yet, actually, and I did say that, and I haven't checked it actually, that the price was good for the rye. So let's check that. Titch has said she'll look at her prices for me. Thank you, Titch. Let's see. It's dropped, but it's still pretty good. So to be honest, I think it's worth, I think that's still a pretty decent price. So that actually makes that a little bit more urgent then. That's dropped. So, wrong one, sorry. So we'll go to Angry Mill Grains. But we'll get this done first. That might mean, actually I'm doing that in the wrong order. Well, let's get our headland done, and then maybe we'll grab the truck and we'll take it. So in the end, it was actually a lot. It was just over 59,000 litres. I think it was 60 something odd. In fact, if we look in that menu we were just in, we can check. But it wouldn't quite all fit in the trailer, which is 59,000 litres of trailer. So that's pretty good actually. So there's quite a bit of money, even at slightly dropped. It was 1,800 and something yesterday. Even at the slightly dropped 1,700, that's going to be still quite a significant return on the field. So that's quite good. Nice crop, nice harvest, excellent. We'll just get this. Actually, you know what? We'll just get this headland done, because actually this headland is virtually just going to fill the harvester. So again, we're going to get a pretty decent harvest off here. So we'll bring this back to the entrance. I think another headland isn't a bad idea before we leave a worker to it, because there's hedges all the way around, and I think that may cause our worker a bit of a problem. So we'll try and straighten up this edge. That'll do us. Let's leave it there, because then what we can do is, before we get going down again, we'll bring the trailer and empty it. Right. Okay. In fact, we could even use the other trailer. To be fair, I've got a second one now, and it's empty. It's no longer containing silage. Okay. Which is not far. I was going to say I'll catch you in a second, but you know what? We might as well walk. So we got a Joskin. I used to love the Joskin trailer. This was the one I had on Goldcrest Valley, and I barely used it in 19, so that seemed a good idea. We've got the Schietbalker with the expansion thing, and I've got a class 960. Just because it's the biggest loader wagon, I figured we were going to need it, so what the heck. And so let's grab the truck, which I carefully emptied, perhaps slightly stupidly, yesterday. Now, what I don't know is which is the right silo. Okay, let's just open, oops, how did I do? Let's just open the trailer. Because I'm pretty sure we have to pick the right trailer. It looks like there might be, that's barley, that'll be oats, this will be canola, sunflowers, soybeans. Okay, we're kind of running out. Onions, and everything else, basically. Okay. Oh, so that's interesting. So we can put, oh, that's a funny colour. Okay, that's not right, is it? It's slightly bizarrely coming out of sunflowers, but there you go. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, it's just shade. That's funny. It looked like it was black, but it's not. It's actually just the shade. Okay, cool. That was really weird. Anyway, so yeah, so that one does all the new crops, the other rest do all the standard crops. So we're not going to get all of the standard, like wasn't one for corn, I noticed, for a start. Right, so let's have a quick squiz at the map. So we've still got, yeah, a few thousand litres left. Ooh, that price has stopped dropping. Oh, well, that's good. Well, I suppose in that case it's less urgent, but there you go. Yes, with 62,222 litres then we got yesterday. Right, we need to go here, Angry Mill Grains. So we need, actually from here, best thing to do, go up north out the farm, down here, round the corner. Sorted. Let's do that then. We'll have a look round. I suppose we've already done some exploring anyway on my first map tour, sort of hello, play on the map kind of thing. What we did. Like, can't see a blooming thing. Oh, how busy can it be? It's 8 o'clock in the morning. Actually, no, it's nearly 9 o'clock. Rush hour. Insofar as I'm sure we have rush hour. Oh yeah, here we go. Keep well over. So yeah, nice morning. There's a truck going to be in front of us, so it could be a bit of a slow journey actually. Put a bit of brakes on. I can't tell. Okay, now the indicators have gone away. Oh yeah, because you would come that way, wouldn't you? Obviously you would. Right, so I'm going to go backwards. You're going to again get stuck again because I'm in the road. Come on then. Oh, whatever. We'll just have to try and swing it round, basically. It might be easier in cab, actually. There we go. That was tricky. Now we can switch the indicators off. Well, actually, this next stretch you've seen quite a bit, because we're basically going to come back the other entrance to the yard and then go past the store. So to save a bit of time, how about I meet you down there? Right, we're here. Angry Grains. Let's hope they're pleased with what I'm sending them. Oh, this is where I picked up the truck to start with. Hee, that's fun. Interestingly, there are two 2 sell points or 2 drop-off points, but that seems to be the right one. Now then, how much is it going to tip? Is it going to tip too much? Oh, it doesn't tip. Oh, okay. I should have remembered that. Cool. So this will at least pay for some of the equipment that I bought yesterday. Bonus. And then some. What difficulty are we on? Oh, we are on easy. Oh, fair enough. Oh, let's change that. I don't need it to be on easy. Put it on normal. Sorry, I probably should have done that before I sold it, but there you go. Lucky dip. So actually then, now I put it on normal, what's that done to our prices? Oof. It's still not bad though. 1,000 per 1,000 litres. Sorry, I should have spotted that. I don't know why I had it on easy. I suppose that was before I decided that I'd cheat them on my Shamrock money. So fair enough. Rightio, I shall see you back at the combine. Right, here we are back at the field. Just need to make sure that's far enough over. Hopefully that'll be about right. Right, let's get it unloaded. I was thinking I could have just brought the Joskin, but actually, judging by how much we've got already, ooh, not quite. That's okay. Not ideal, but it's okay. Yeah, judging by how much we've got already, I think we'd have to empty the Joskin quite a few times because I mean that's already nearly 10,000 litres. So I reckon we're going to fill this trailer, despite it being a slightly smaller field than the one we were doing yesterday. The yield seems that bit higher. What are the prices like for Millet? Which must? Ooh. Which is which one? Okay. Slightly less. Yeah, they are slightly less. I assume that means that the yield presumably therefore is higher. So that's fine. So like I said, we'll go around again, and then yeah, that should be enough to leave a worker to it. In fact, actually, okay, actually no, that's fine. But yeah, so I expect we're going to get pretty good yield out of this. Actually, looking good. It's an interesting crop. Take a snapshot. Yeah, so we'll get this headland done, and then we'll go and actually there's a bit more space at this end. It's not quite so bad. Maybe I could risk leaving a worker to it, to be honest. But equally, we're here now. But yeah, so we'll get this done, and then we'll get the grassland tedded and windrowed, and then we'll need to see about the animals, I think, really. Also get some of the straw up. So I mean, there's endless stuff to do. I haven't got a food mixer yet, actually, so we may not get around to doing that this episode anyway. But I suppose at least we get the hay. We can go sort the sheep out, can't we? And give the cows some water. That would help, at least. Yeah, so how about, so we save us a bit of time. I'll finish off this headland, and then we'll get a worker, and well, I don't know, hay or straw next. Perhaps we'll do a little bit of each just to get us going. Right, so we've got a worker on that now. I emptied him out before I got him going. We just picked up the loading wagon with our brand new class. Oh, look, I missed a bit of the crop. That's not very good, is it? So I think this was it 59? No, not 59. Actually, no, I don't remember. What's the capacity of this? Wow, we got a lot of stuff already. Here we go. Being dense. All right, 56,500 litres. Okay, there you go. Biggest I could get. So yeah, we'll get us a load of straw up. and then we'll sort out some hay. And then, actually, if I've got time this episode, we can go get a mixer, a food mixer, mixing wagon. And I'm even wondering if I should windrow this, just to make the rows a bit bigger. But anyway, so if I get one load of straw, we'll get the hay tedded and windrowed, and then we can get a load of hay, and then that'll be enough for us to be able to feed the cows, because that'll be, more straw and hay than I've got silage. I only got one lot of the Joskin, so that's only 31,000 litres. So that'll be all right. So we'll get a load of straw up. Let's have a look and see how we're doing. Looks like I didn't do a particularly neat job. I don't have to get every single speck of straw. I think I'll live with it. Those trees in the way again. But the previous episode seems to have been fairly well received, so I'm hoping this will be popular. I'd say I'm enjoying this. Just going all out, big equipment. That's not something I do very often. I nearly always build up, but I sort of have built up. I've taken this as my continuation of Shamrock, which of course was then from, where did we come from? Was that Marwell? We went from Marwell to Shamrock, I think. Grief, I can't remember where we were before Marwell. But anyway, so we have built it up over a few video series, different maps. So I think it's okay. It's just about enjoying it and experiencing it. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's good. Lovely in the morning light, looking really good. Right, let's not worry about those shorter lines down that way. We'll focus on the up and downs. So the longer line's a bit more efficient. Already 70% full, but yeah, I probably could have windrowed these actually. Again, we're sticking with base game or DLC equipment. I have brought in, as I said I would do, for when we need it. I have actually, he'll be about full about the same time we are, so that's all right. I have brought in that modded, the Rowdy Christie 250,000 litre cheap trailer, for want of a better expression. So when we need to start doing the onions and the carrots, I think that'll be kind of useful. So we can lease it, buy it, doesn't really matter what. But there we go, pretty much full with our straw and looking good. I'm trying to think if I've used this loading wagon. I've got a feeling I might have done. I'm trying to think if I've used it before. I have used a few different loading wagons over my time. Not all of them, not by a long shot. I think the last time I used one, I used a modded Krona, which was kind of cool, but I'm pretty sure I've used the class one as well, which is slightly smaller than this one. But I can't remember if I've used this one or whether I used, perhaps not this one, but the next size down or something. I know I've used one of these before, but maybe it wasn't this one specifically. So we should just be able to get to our new silo in time that we can then go and empty. Too late. Mind you, it's all right around. You know what? Don't have the hedge. Run through the crop. Run. Oh, look, that's weird. I didn't even notice that the green beacon of light is still present at the sell point. It usually clears when you get there. Perhaps I didn't go far enough into the sell point. So I'll go in and we'll clear that out. Here we go. See, I'm already at 17,000. I'm not sure we are going to fill this trailer. It's not perhaps quite as much as I was expecting. I suppose by the time you've been round a couple of times, that'll do. That's all we needed to do. Worker will carry on once he's empty. Should do. Ooh, 100% weeds. I didn't notice we got weeds. Love it, you can just leap into your tractor. Great. So yes, we'll just get this emptied, and then we'll swap tractors and pick up the tedder, and we'll go ted some or all of the grass. I don't know. We'll see. Depends how we're doing for time. Still going to try and keep these down sort of half an hour, or thereabouts, depending on what's going on. But we'll just keep doing the jobs. I'll finish bits off screen. There we go. So this is another Missy B silo. This is the smaller version. I can't remember which one I got in the end. I got the 500,000 one. Okay. So this is actually the smallest in that case. There's a 500,000. There's a million one, and there's a 5 million. I think is the biggest one, which is the one I've got on No Man's Land. There you go. That's our straw. Actually, no point leaving the tractor here. I'll need it. I'll need it in a bit to get the hay. Right. Let's go get the tedder. Right, so here we go. We got the Caverneland, the 85112 or something like that. It's from the Caverneland DLC anyway. I got the Caverneland version rather than the Vicon version. I'm pretty sure there was a Vicon version. I know there certainly was in the windrower. Slow it down. That's going to end up being a problem for us because it's going to mean there's going to be some we won't be able to pick up because it says we don't have access to the land, but we'll manage. So again, I think we'll just go around, we'll do a couple of headlands, and to be honest, it's in some ways the best way to do it. We'll go around and do a couple of headlands of hay, then we'll come windrow it as a couple of headlands just going round and round, because actually then that gets it out of the way and you've got space, because otherwise sometimes you can struggle to get your rows really neat if you're trying to go up and down the field. So actually that kind of works for us. We'll go around a couple of times, get it windrowed, get it picked up, and then we've got a nice clear field to do the rest, and that'll be good. So yeah, I'm and ahhing about, I think for now at least, because again, base game and DLCs, I haven't downloaded any mods, though there are some great mixing, well, there's some great mods for all sorts of things, but there are some really good options for, food mixing, trailed food mixers. But actually, I think I'll use the biggest one from the brain. Hang on, let's just lift it up a second and come back. Oh grief, can't remember the name of it now. One of the DLCs. Oh seriously, no, see, that's just going to drive me nuts if I don't look it up. Sorry, that's really bad, isn't it? Here we go, animals. Thank you, Anderson DLC, that's what I want. That's what I'm talking about. So yeah, we might use the bigger of the two food mixes from the Anderson DLC. I've used it before, pretty sure. Don't remember where. Probably on Marwell, potentially. But yeah. So I think we'll use that for now at least. As I said, I'm not specifically doing this as a mod-free series. It saves me A, downloading any, and B, thinking about it if I start out with some base game stuff. But if there's any suggestions of mods that people would think would be good, or I could use, or they want to see used, or whatever they want tried out, let me know, and we'll do it. It's all good. So I'm going to come this way, and we'll try and pick up this stuff here in the hopes, yeah, it didn't work. I was going to say, in the hopes that we can pick it up again and get it back on our land. There we go. Alright, so again, just go around once more. Doesn't take long. Keep up a reasonable, I've just realised I'm back in kilometres an hour because I've been back on. It might have been Spectacle Island, it might have been No Man's Land. I can't remember what I recorded on last. I haven't got a clue. I think over the series, I've probably done No Man's Land on both kilometers an hour and miles per hour in both metric and imperial, because I mean Jim set it. It's supposed to be in it's supposed to be in Europe somewhere, but equally, you know, and that's how he set the traffic on the outside of the map, if you like. But frankly, when you're in the map, it could be anywhere you like, and that's kind of the point, really. So I have played it as both. I mean, I've kind of set it up in a sort of a British style, I suppose. I'm starting to put more hedges, lots of little houses, little gardens. Not that specifically a British thing. The pub is very British in terms of the way I've designed it, but equally, it doesn't have to be, you know. Right, so the combine's full. But not apart from the fact that I just messed up a little bit, which is fine. That'll come out in the wash kind of thing. We're actually nearly around again anyway. So I'll just finish off this edge and we'll go get the windrower, and on the way back I'll empty the combine again, and that should be him done. I'm guessing he should be able to finish from that point. Okay, here we are. So I got this one, the Vicon. This one's Vicon, branded the Andex 1304 again from the Cavernland Vicon pack. So let's get it unfolded. I actually really like this window, and again, there are some great modded windows out there, I have to say, but I do like this one. It's kind of cool. But for now, this will do us. Yes, I know. Actually, you know what? I'll be better off. Tell you what, actually, for the windrowing, I'll be better off if I started on the field. Whoa, steady, and not quite. I kept the tether out here. I've just looked at the time. It's going to be slightly longer than I was planning, but never mind. So I think maybe for the windrowing, we'll start down here, because of course it will push it out a little bit. And then we can try and catch that bit on the way back. There we go. Right, so I'll try not to miss any under the trees. So again, we'll just go around. I've reset it. We're back on Imperial. Which should be, it's a UK map. I've also emptied the worker again. He should be nearly finished actually by now. There wasn't that much left to do, so we're not going to fill the trailer. It's not going to be as much quite as we got from the other field, but it's certainly going to be a lot more than we would have got in the Joskin. So it was quite fine to use the Cramper trailer, which is quite cool. Already it's 7:30 in the morning, nearly halfway through our day, which is fine. I like generally half a day video. I think at times 5 is about right. I tend to pull the time around a little bit on No Man's Land, but that's partly because I'm playing seasons, and therefore time is a little more of the essence. Plus this is a bit more relaxed. I'm just playing the game really, so it doesn't matter quite so much about timings of everything. And for right now, I've got Withering off, which is very unusual. I rarely play without Withering on, but I think sometimes when you're starting a map, especially if like this one, I've ended up with a whole load of fields that are ready to harvest. So I think starting with Withering off, I'll probably end up putting it on. I usually do. But I may just find that actually I won't have the time, to be honest, to play without Withering. To play with Withering. Try and get that right. Oh yeah, combine's finished. Look, there we go. Is he finished? Yes, he's not charging anymore, so I guess so. Oh, missing a bit. Right, so let's see how much. I may not be able to get all of this at the end, but let's see how much of this I can try and get. Might get away with some of it. There we go. Nice. And actually, so now if I just neaten this up, okay, we still missed a bit, but it's not too bad. Try and bring that back in line, lift up the rotors, switch that off. Now, have we got enough at this point? No, we don't. Okay, so I'm not going to do any more until I've tedded some more, because I don't want to risk confusing it by pulling grass in. So let's not do that. So let's hold that away a second. We'll go get the loading wagon and we'll get the hay up. It's going to let me pick up some of it. No, but if I come from the other direction, it might do. I was kind of hoping because of where it was, it might be all right. I mean, it let me windrow it, so it's a bit weird that it wouldn't let me pick it up. But there you go. So we'll get this up. I can go in cab actually for a minute. That's better. Put the cruise control on. So this will be a slightly longer video than usual, or I say usual, than I tend to do most of the time. I mean, I've only done 2 episodes on here, so I think it's a bit early to say yet what's usual for this map, but yeah, because I will get the cows fed, so we'll get some of this hay up. In fact, it's filling up pretty fast. We're not even going to make it round the field. I still don't think so. But yeah, so we'll get this filled up. Go put it in a silo. I'll run along to the store. You don't need to see me do that. Get us a mixing wagon, feeding. You know what I mean? It's a mixing wagon, right? I may not have done that very neatly. I'll have to do that out of cab at some point to finish it, neaten it off. How did we do? Yeah, I did miss a little bit, but it wasn't too bad. Yeah, so we're not, oh, I don't know, no, we're not going to make it around, no way, no way. We're going to get closer than I thought, actually, I have to say. Let's take that slightly more to the outside. That's a slightly better corner anyway. Nearly back. 98%, 99%. Oh, that's all good. Right, I'll go put this in the silo. I'll get some mixing wagon, and we can sort out those cows. Right, brief minutes later, and a heck of a lot of money spent. I thought about leasing it actually, because to be fair, the mixing wagon, for the frequency and time for which you actually use it, leasing really works. You know, combines, tractors, I think, especially if you're playing without seasons, I think buying is more efficient, but I think, yeah, something that you use maybe every couple of days at the very most for half an hour at a time, leasing is probably way more efficient, but there you go. Right, I haven't got my panel plugged in, so let's do this. So we got this one, the Anderson A950, cost me 115,000. Oh, the minute you take it out of the showroom, it's already worth only 86,000. But it's 29,000 litres. So usually 50-50, you know, silage and hay with a little bit of straw. So if I said, what, 12,000 each roughly of silage and hay and the rest of straw to pad it, should be fine. So let's try that. A little bit more. There we go. And again. A little bit more. Oh, too much. And some straw to top it off. Beautiful. course, the lovely thing being we can either now take this straight to the cows, or we could just put it straight back into the silo, mass mix. And this is the other reason that leasing is good for these things, because you know what? You could just borrow it for a day, spend way less than I just spent on it, but it's fine. It's a cool piece of equipment to have around the yard. We just need to turn on tip side left is perfect, because I think that's the feed trough right here. It says, please tell me. Oh, that's weird. Tip side left. Is that the wrong way around? That's really odd. Oh, well, there you go. Oh, how peculiar. I'm too close to the thing. Oh, well, never mind. There you go. Okay. Oh, yeah, they're going to need a lot of food. Okay. Of course, we are playing without seasons, so they do need a lot more. Seasons, they use a lot less. That's barely going to touch the sides, but you know what? It's in there, you can just about see it. There you go, cowsies. It's a nice shed, actually. I like this one. I like this sort of mesh, the green mesh screening. It's pretty cool. A slurry tank there, manure pit there. Beautiful. You know, we'll do one more round, and then I think we'll call it a day. And then at the next episode, we'll start with feeding the sheep. You know what that'll do. Beautiful. Makes up for the fact that the previous mix was a little bit rich. This actually means that if I'm over here and I have it on tip side left, that should be just right. Look at that, perfect. Yeah, just about. See it starting to fill. Just about. Yes, it's going to take a few goes. Well, I'm glad I got a large mixing wagon anyway. There are bigger ones than this, but not much. What volume did we say this was? 29,000. Yeah, there are bigger. I think the biggest one's 45,000, isn't it, or something? It's a modded one, which you could get. So how's that? Well, it's good enough for now. Right. So the final touch to get our cows going is we will get them some water. Looks like that's the water trough, so that's nice and easy. I'll take this back over here because I'll make some more. I'll also go and get more straw and more hay. I may not finish all of that before the next episode, because if I do that, then there'll be no time left in the day to do another episode. Not to mention the fact we need to get the sheep sorted, but I'll definitely do more off screen. Of course, we've got onions and carrots that need harvesting, so maybe that'll be the focus in the next episode, and all these little odd jobs I can tidy up here and there. It's not a problem. And then, of course, we also need to start thinking about turning... Oh, wrong place. I was going to say, why is it not coming up? Of course, we just said the water trough's here. Yeah, we then need to start thinking about turning our fields. So that's all good too. How much of that we're going to need? Not quite so much. In fact, that should be... I've got 25,000 litres in here, so that should be about right. There you go. Productivity, 90%. Awesome. Already got slurry and milk. That was quick. Lovely jubbly. Ooh, so close, but it'll do for now. Well, there you go. So I'll have to go fill this up as well, so we've got some for the sheep. Maybe we'll do that in the next episode too. Well, there you go. Cows are done. Hay started, straw started, millet's harvested. Actually, we could go get that, put it in the silo. And there you go. Well, I hope you've enjoyed it. We are making some progress still. Tons to do. Absolutely loads to do. And still very much enjoying it. I'm really looking forward to carrying on. Well, I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, like subscriptions are very much appreciated. As I said, leave us any comments with any mods you'd like to see me use. That would be cool, just to get some ideas of what people want to see. Do share the video. That would be awesome. And take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.